There came a point in my life when I knew I had to change it. So I took a chance and sold and gave away everything that I owned to experience a new life living out on the canals and rivers of the UK. So I'd like you to come along and experience it with me every step of the way. Hello YouTubers, thanks for coming along and joining me on this cruise again. Looking around, it doesn't look too promising with all these dark clouds about the place, but there is some gaps amongst them, so we might be lucky. We're on the Hopsford Canal at the moment, and I'm on a mission to get to the Hawkesbury Canal. So this will probably be the last proper cruise on the Hopsford for a while. Some say art, some say vandalism. We're in the Midlands, just to the right of Birmingham. And our starting point today is just outside of Brinklow. And I want to go northwest up the Hopsford Canal and try and find a mooring as close to Hawkesbury Junction as I can. I'm loving this lifestyle at the moment, but it does have its drawbacks. The further north that I'm going, the less and less that I'm seeing of my family, which is very important to me. So after I've been up the Hawkesbury and come back again, I might have to rethink the course of where I'm going to take Aitch, but we'll see. This area is called Hopsford Aqueduct. I'm happy to say that we seem to be finding the gaps in them clouds, because the weather seems to be brightening up. My laptop's been playing up a little bit, and I've been struggling to get these videos out to you. That's why it's took a while. It's been taking me a lot longer to make one of these vlogs, but I'll keep plugging away. You pass the odd narrowboat now and again, coming the other way, but other than that, it's been so peaceful out here. Lovely. We've been in the county of Warwickshire for a while now, and this part of it looks very flat, hence no locks. But when I do get on the Hawkesbury, I think we start getting into Leicestershire, and we'll see what that's all about. Looks like we're approaching a village. That's a unique looking bridge. And I think this village is called Ansty. Very nice. This is one of the best things about narrowboating. You come across these hidden gems that you wouldn't see if you was going by road. Fantastic. There's not a lot of places to moor here though, just the odd gap here and there. Which is a shame. nice to see some different type of geese other than Canadian geese. I haven't seen these. I think they're moorland geese since I was on the River Lee. This is a bit of a shame. You get some new builds right on the canals, and then they put some no mooring signs up in front of the houses, as if they don't want any boats there, but they want to live near a canal. Very strange. What's that saying again? There's nowt as queer as folk. Which is spot on, if you think about it. We're coming up to an area with a few blind bends and twists and turns. So I've just tooted the horn in case there's any other boaters coming the other way, and they'll know that I'm there. And there is a big old workboat coming. There's been a narrowboat not too far behind me, following me along for a while, and I nearly forgot to warn the workboat about them. But I did get there in the end. Boat coming behind. There's a few spots of rain falling, but it doesn't look nothing serious. I think that'll blow over in a minute. So you can keep your rain mats in your bags. That's only if you join me on the back here, of course. Looks like another workboat approaching. Be a bit more prompt with my warnings on this one. Boat coming up behind me. There's a boat coming up behind me. I sounded a bit like a parrot then, didn't I? Repeating myself. It won't be the last time though, as you'll hear in a few seconds. There's a little bit of Armco here, enough for 2 boats to moor on, and I could probably just squeeze behind this other boat, so I'm going to give it a try. The other boat's got a noisy generator running, and as I'm pulling up here I'm starting to have second thoughts about this mooring. But I've got another boat coming up behind, so I'll wait for that to go by. Sounded even more like a parrot there. I repeated myself 3 times. I was actually asking if they knew where there was anywhere to moor before the Hawkesbury Junction. It's a little bit too noisy here, so I'll push off and follow that other boat along. As they did say, there are some moorings before Hawkesbury Junction, and I don't really want to go through the Hawkesbury Junction today. When I get to Hawkesbury Junction, that'll be the end of the Oxford Canal, and it changes to the Coventry Canal. It's one of the most famous junctions on the canal system. It's got an awkward turn where you've got to go 180 degrees under a bridge, so that's going to be interesting, but that'll be in the next one. there's a hire boat moored up here, and it's moored up on mooring pins that are not banged in properly. So I'm going really slow past it, and I do hope that they've only just pulled up for a cup of tea or something to eat, because if anything goes past it at any type of speed, it's going to pull them pins out, and they could end up in a little bit of trouble. Because when you're sitting in your boat, you don't always know that the pins have come out, unless you're looking out the window. You could be floating off up the canal somewhere. I've just tooted the horn again, because it looks like there's a blind bend under this bridge. It's all clear this time though. We must be getting close to Hawkesbury Junction now. It's one of them places that I've heard and read a lot about, and I can't really wait to see it for myself and go through it. All in good time though. As they say, patience is a virtue. I think I've got more old sayings than Confucius. This is another flat and windy little area, and I think we've got away with the weather today. With all these big old grey clouds about, we ain't done too bad. Over there on the left, there's an arm coming off the canal. I think that's a private cruising club took it over. I think it's Coventry Cruising Club. I hope you don't mind, I haven't got off the boat on this one and showed you all the history or anything interesting that I see, but there's plenty of time for that in future episodes. And I'm not one for sticking my face all over these vlogs. If you had a face like mine, you'd understand. But I'd rather show you what's going on out there. You'll have to let me know though, if you'd rather see me speaking a lot about what I'm doing, or just showing you what I'm doing. So yeah, let me know if you can. Looks like some boats moored up in front of me, so we might be in luck. And this one looks like it's moving out.
Hello there.
How you going? Alright?
How you doing?
I think I'll jump in where you are.
Oh, you are? We were next to last night.
Aitch.
You're the lucky man.
I think you might be on it, yeah.
How's your mother? Alright. How's your mother? No?
Nothing she'll ever be.
No,
Don't know, yeah. Thanks for asking. See you later. I'll probably talk to you. This looks a decent place to set up home for a few days.
Sorry, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, the other side of Braunston, we went down the opposite south.
I'll just pull Aitch back a bit so that the solar panels are in the sun, and it'll be lovely. Just up the canal a little bit, I went and had a look at Hawkesbury Junction, but that'll be coming in the next one. and I've got a few people to thank. Paul Carroll, Isabel and Stu, someone that didn't leave a name, and Carol Ives. Thank you very much. On the members, I've got 2 new members, Ruth and Timothy, and thanks to all my members. Such lovely and generous people. Anyway, hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this little journey, and I hope to see you on the next one.